Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast today. Yes, we have to talk about the stock market today. Yesterday, the way the stock market has fallen, everybody is kind of in a jittery mode. What's happening in the Indian market suddenly? Yesterday's fall was completely attributed to Indian market alone. It is not a global consensus, but it is just expected. I mean, if you remember, I don't know how many of you actually recall this yesterday's podcast. Go back to yesterday's podcast if you have not listened to it. This was kind of expected. Only thing was it wasn't expected yesterday, but probably I was expecting by today or tomorrow. But then it has happened a day earlier. Yesterday's fall. Just go observe the market. What has happened? Who led the fall yesterday? It was Reliance and Adani. Reliance and Adani. Now, do you have something to connect there? Okay. So if you have listened to yesterday's podcast, you will have something to connect there. If you have not, then of course it might be new to you. So let me tell you something very clearly. So we had expected, I had told you that the details of the electoral bonds are coming out, and it's already out. In fact, it will be out to the public tomorrow with full details. So before that, we could see Adani and Reliance falling. Why? Well, I don't want to comment on that. So probably you have understood that. I am nobody to comment on that. We could see some jittery moves in the market. Yesterday, Indian markets have fallen big. In fact, the mid cap and small cap has been even a bigger fall. So overall, the markets have fallen big yesterday. Now, the base of support of 22,000 is broken. Now, when everybody is talking about reason, in fact, let me talk about this. Everybody, when the market falls or rallies big, they try to find a reason, but then it is always after the market closes that people try to just find reasons and try to connect it to this market. Now that is exactly how everybody does, because nobody knows, or nobody in the world can ever control or go and predict the market. So that's exactly why I say never try to predict the market, but just go as along with the market and probably anticipate. And if you're, we can anticipate where the market goes, and we know, but over the longer term, yes, the markets are going to go up. So this was a long pending correction that has happened in the market yesterday. So basically, what has happened is we've seen a major fall in Adani and the Reliance stocks. So that is something which is kind of giving weakness to the market. Along with that, there was huge FII selling in the market, which has led to this fall in the market yesterday. But along with that, there was this panic selling in mid cap and small cap. In fact, the Nifty and mid cap and small cap have been actually falling for last 2 3 days. So yesterday, it just aggravated, and overall, the entire market is looking red yesterday. But as of now, has the fall stopped, or is it going to continue? This is a question nobody can answer. But then, only thing that I know, as I always say, is when the market falls, I start investing. So yesterday, as the market fell, of course, I did add some funds, and today also, if the fall continues, I continue to add some more fund. But then, as a trader's point of view, I would say it looks like the market has had enough fall, and we might see the markets kind of stabilizing somewhere close by. So at least I'm not expecting downside to be big from this point, is what I'm saying. So at this point of time, this reason for the fall is just market specific, which is specific to India. VIX has gone up, so volatility is going to be on the peak. Today is the weekly expiry, so overall the markets are going to be really volatile. So in fact, my trading position personally are also not sitting with a great value at this point of time with the fall that has happened yesterday. But then I know how to manage it, so we will kind of manage it, and we are used to all this far as a trading. So but then of course it's not easy to hold with negative positions and still have a smile on the face. Well, we are used to it, but then very important thing, trading is the most difficult way to actually make money in the market. The best and easiest way is start investing and invest in SIP mode. I'm sure all our members in MPA family would be really happy, because most of us have actually moved to the daily SIP mode, where we are benefiting from the investments happening on a daily SIP. Now imagine if somebody had invested on a SIP on the date of first or second. Today they would be feeling bad about it. Of course, they would still make money over a longer period of time, but a daily SIP is something which can make better returns for you, and that is something that we suggest at MPI family. So if you want to do start with your daily SIP with as low as just 500 rupees to a day, you can get to us and we will help you with that. So that is something which I want to communicate at this point of time. The markets are looking weak, But then a major support 22,000 also has been broken slightly. So today I am expecting once the market opens, we are expecting the markets to be kind of flat. There are two important events today. The major ones to be looking at, one in the US, that is the producer price index, which would kind of get a feeling about the this is the last data which is coming out before the Federal Reserve meeting next week. So this data could kind of give some cues on what the Federal Reserve in the US could make. But then as an long-term investor, you really don't have to worry about this. This is just part and parcel of the game. Second thing is the wholesale price index, which is coming in the India, but I don't think that will be affecting Indian market much at this point of time, because right now the concern is something else and the market has to recover out of this. So what is something else? Well, there are some news about some operators working on manipulation of micro cap and small cap stocks, and all those things are leading to some confusion in the market at this point of time. So this is more of an India specific thing. But let me tell you, in stock market, whenever there has been a big rally, there has to be a correction, and bigger the rally, bigger the correction can happen. So this is something which is not a surprise as such. So I would say, as an investor, you really don't have to worry about it at all. But only thing is, understand these are opportunities to invest. So that's something that is the only way you should be looking at the market at this point of time. And next important thing, where's the end of the fall, nobody knows. But then, like I said, I'm not expecting the downside to be too much from here. So that is another expectation. So again, let me tell you, this is not an investment guidance, but then if you want to invest with a planned manner, do connect with us and we will help you with the right investment. So the most important thing at this point of time is understand this data is not important. If the market turns bearish, any data cannot take the market up. But then at this point of time, I'm expecting the markets to kind of consolidate around some similar range at this point of time, around 22,000. So plus or minus 200 300 points, and that could be the range that could be expecting for a short term for now. So at this point of time, like I said, the markets are going to probably take some support somewhere close and get into a consolidation mode, but then volatility can be on the peak, and until elections are over, that is going to continue. So with all this, let me tell you, these are things that should not bother us at all, but of course help make wise investment decisions. So if you're invested into wrong stocks just by looking at it technically without looking at fundamentally, then yes, you should be scared about it, because markets will reward the people who have been investing in fundamental stocks, fundamentally strong stocks, with the ability to hold on to them. So whatever stocks we are invested in, we are comfortable with it, holding it. So it is completely part of the market, so we are kind of okay with it. So if you want the right investment guidance and having a portfolio set in the right manner, then you should not be just thing you need to do is come onto our website mpainvest.com and schedule a meeting with us. We will help you sort it out. So that's it for now. Wishing you all a great day ahead, wishing you a happy expiry. See you tomorrow morning with more details on what's happening in the market. So till then, this is Srikanth. I'm signing off, but before we leave, do remember to press the like button before I forget. So do press the like button and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. Have a great day.